Have you ever wondered how to capture the nostalgic charm of Halloween celebrations from decades past? Looking for decorating ideas inspired by antique jack-o'-lanterns, vintage postcards, paper die cuts, black cats, smiling witches, retro party decor, and old-fashioned Halloween traditions? Curious how to create a Halloween display that feels timeless, charming, and filled with character rather than modern scares? And wondering how to blend vintage Halloween style with today's home decor for a truly memorable seasonal look? Stay with us, because today we're exploring vintage Halloween decorating ideas for nostalgic, charming, and timeless seasonal styling. What defines vintage Halloween decor? Vintage Halloween decor is inspired by early and mid-20th century Halloween traditions, featuring nostalgic imagery, classic colors, playful characters, and antique-inspired decorations. The style focuses on charm and personality, bringing back the festive spirit found in old postcards, party decorations, and seasonal collectibles. What color palettes work best for vintage Halloween decorating? Traditional orange, black, cream, mustard yellow, faded gold, muted green, and aged ivory create an authentic vintage Halloween atmosphere. These softer, slightly weathered tones help recreate the look of decorations that have been treasured and displayed for generations. If you love nostalgic Halloween decorating ideas, like this video, and share it with someone who appreciates vintage seasonal style. How can vintage Halloween postcards inspire decorations? Display reproductions of antique Halloween postcards in frames, gallery walls, mantle displays, table settings, or seasonal vignettes. Their classic artwork, playful characters, and nostalgic messages instantly add historical charm to any Halloween arrangement. What vintage jack-o'-lantern styles are most recognizable? Classic smiling pumpkin faces with simple features, cheerful expressions, and nostalgic character create the iconic vintage Halloween look. Unlike many modern designs, these pumpkins feel friendly, festive, and full of old-fashioned seasonal charm. Tell us in the comments your favorite vintage Halloween decoration. How can black cats become part of vintage Halloween decor? Decorate with black cat figurines, silhouettes, artwork, signs, paper cutouts, and collectible-inspired pieces that reflect classic Halloween imagery. Black cats have appeared in Halloween decorations for decades and remain one of the most recognizable vintage seasonal symbols. What witch-themed decorations suit a vintage Halloween display? Friendly witches, retro illustrations, broomsticks, moon motifs, antique-inspired artwork, and nostalgic party decorations create timeless charm. Look for designs that feel whimsical and playful rather than spooky to maintain an authentic vintage aesthetic. For more Halloween decor ideas, check out our full playlist in the description below. How can paper decorations create authentic vintage style? Use paper die cuts, banners, honeycomb decorations, garlands, and retro-inspired hanging ornaments reminiscent of classic Halloween celebrations. These lightweight decorations were staples of vintage parties and still bring wonderful nostalgic character to modern displays. What vintage Halloween mantle decorating ideas work best? Combine antique books, old lanterns, nostalgic signs, vintage-style pumpkins, candlelight, framed artwork, and seasonal collectibles. Layering these elements creates a cozy focal point that feels collected over time rather than recently purchased. Subscribe for more Halloween styling and seasonal decorating ideas. How can old-fashioned party decor inspire home decorating? Vintage treat containers, retro candy displays, classic party hats, paper decorations, and nostalgic serving pieces create festive character. These charming details help bring the joyful atmosphere of vintage Halloween gatherings into everyday decorating. What furniture and accessories complement vintage Halloween themes? Wood furniture, distressed finishes, antique frames, brass accents, vintage trunks, lace details, and weathered decorative pieces enhance the aesthetic. These elements provide the perfect backdrop for showcasing nostalgic Halloween decorations throughout the home. Love these vintage Halloween decorating ideas. Find similar decor items linked in the description below. How can vintage Halloween be combined with modern decor? Use nostalgic accents as focal points while maintaining clean layouts, neutral backgrounds, and balanced styling for a fresh interpretation. This combination allows vintage pieces to stand out while keeping the overall design elegant and current. What DIY vintage Halloween projects are easy to create? Printable artwork, aged signs, distressed pumpkins, handmade garlands, vintage-inspired labels, and antique-look decorations create affordable charm. Simple aging techniques can give new decorations the appearance of treasured seasonal heirlooms. Explore more Halloween inspiration in our recommended videos listed in the description. How can dining tables reflect vintage Halloween style? Incorporate antique-inspired dishes, candlelight, nostalgic centerpieces, vintage graphics, seasonal linens, and retro serving accessories. These layered details help create a festive table setting that feels both welcoming and beautifully nostalgic. What small details make the biggest impact? Aged finishes, vintage typography, retro illustrations, antique books, classic pumpkin faces, old lanterns, and nostalgic color palettes instantly elevate the look. Even a few carefully chosen vintage-inspired accents can transform an ordinary display into something memorable. If you enjoy seasonal decorating ideas, make sure to subscribe for weekly inspiration. How can you create vintage Halloween decor on a budget? Use thrifted finds, printable artwork, DIY distressing techniques, second-hand decor, paper crafts, and repurposed antiques. Character matters more than cost, and many of the most authentic-looking vintage displays are created from affordable treasures and creative styling. Vintage Halloween decorating is all about celebrating nostalgia, tradition, and timeless seasonal charm. By combining classic jack-o'-lanterns, black cats, vintage postcards, paper decorations, antique-inspired accents, and warm autumn styling, you can create a Halloween display that feels both festive and beautifully nostalgic. Whether your style is playful, rustic, elegant, or retro, vintage Halloween decor brings a unique sense of history, warmth, and personality to the season. If you enjoyed these vintage Halloween decorating ideas, like this video and share it with friends who love nostalgic seasonal decor. Tell us your favorite vintage Halloween tradition in the comments below. Explore our Halloween decor playlist in the description for more inspiration. Subscribe and turn on notifications for more Halloween styling and seasonal decoration ideas every week. Looking for more inspiration? Check out similar videos linked in the description. Find decor items featured in this video through the links provided in the description.